just relax and play my new song. Mommy, you got me high, it's time to do some. I ain't trying to do you wrong, I'm just trying to show you love. Cause you the party getting serious. Set up 1, 2, 1, 2. Can I ask a question? Who's that hot girl who don't give a get on the floor, girl, I got what you want. We gonna do it, baby. Come on, get your grind on it. I didn't have nothing. Come on, now I got something. You can do it, homie. Come on, get your grind on it. I got the hot music. Come on, plus I got magic here. You can.
What's up, CT? We got a great show for you today. We're going to start off at Wickham Park Railroad with Chuck Oates in Manchester. And how do people stay married for so long? Andy and Gerline Hall. Then we're going to take a ride down to Bridgeport to the Ortiz Boxing Gym. So we got a great show for you. So sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy the show.
Do it, baby. Get your grind on it. Didn't have nothing, but now I got something. You can do it, homie. Get your grind on it. I got the hot mix. I guess I got magic. You can do it, baby. Get your grind on it. I didn't have nothing, but now I got something. You can do it, homie. Get your grind on it. I got the hot music. At last I got magic. You can do it, baby. Get your grind on it. I didn't have nothing, but now I got something. You can do it, homie. Get your grind on it. I got the hot music. At last I got magic. You can do it, baby. Get your grind on it.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Mark! Anna! Ooh! Hey! Hey! Forgot your lunch. Hey! Hey!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you.
Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar. She flies along the woodlands, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, the lonesome hobo squall. Traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. She came down from Birmingham one cold December day. She flies along the station, you could hear all the people say, now there's a girl from Birmingham, she's long, she is tall. She came down from Birmingham on the Wabash Cannonball. Here's the daddy Claxton, may his name forever stand, and always be remembered in the courts of Alabama. His earthly days are over, the curtains round the call. He's traveling home to victory on the Wabash Cannonball. Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar. And she flies along the woodlands, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, the lonesome hobo squall. You're traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball.
Hello, Chuck. How are you?
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you as well. What a beautiful day over here.
You bet. You brought the sun with you. It's a beautiful day at Wickham Park.
Oh, isn't it? Isn't it great? Well, you know, it's so nice today that we wanted to come up and I wanted to tell everybody about the Wickham Park train and the forest and the flowers and the trees and all of that good stuff. And what can you explain it to us? Let's see what we got.
You bet. Well, welcome to Wickham Park, the Garden Railroad.
Yeah, thank you.
This is a sensory garden in Wickham Park in Manchester, and this is our second season for the sensory garden, as well as the railroad.
Wow, great.
Let me tell you a little bit about the railroad and how we got here and its significance.
That'll be great. That'll be great. Yes.
Basically, this was my family's railroad, and it was in West Hartford in the backyard. And my mother always wanted to say that we'd like to share with other people. And as she was aging and she was going blind, she could see her yellow car from her bedroom. So when she passed away in 2009, I approached the park and brought the railroad over here.
Wow, great.
It's really a joy. As I said, this is the second season. And it's really significant because the railroad here is designed for all ages and abilities, whether it be the yellow cars, because my mother was visually impaired. The yellow cars are very specific to her, very to her liking. She could see that. We have an ivy arbor in the bushes there, which not only protects the track from the foliage, but it also provides an audible barrier. And we also have a snow shed which sounds different than the tunnel and the bushes over there. So between the tunnel, the snow shed, and the arbor, they all sound different to a blind person. To everybody, but in particular the blind person. Because you see, we wanted the railroad to be enjoyable for all ages and abilities.
Wow, that's great.
And if you notice here, the wall behind us is a perfect height for wheelchair or kids level.
So let me move out of the way so actually they can see the train. Actually, you can see the train and actually you're seeing the wall here. You see the wall here is actually great. That's great. Well, this was a real thought-out process, Chuck. I can say that. You really thought about everything. And then with the yellow train over here, actually maybe we can move it up just a little bit so I can see it on here. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I want to tell you a little bit about the water feature behind us.
Okay.
It's a washed-out mine. We call the one-track mine. And I said to the park, I said we need to have the railroad entertaining and effective even when the train's not running. Now remember, the train is run by only 4 volunteers about 6 hours a week. So in the meanwhile, we want to have it exciting and interesting for visitors. So we designed a water feature that was basically a washed out mine shaft patterned after the Durango Silverton, Coomers and Toltec mining area and of the West. And you'll see basically that the water feature goes down about 2 feet over a span of about 8 feet. So, and it's close to the visitor. So what I'm saying is it's effective visually as well as audibly. If you are a visually impaired blind person, you'll be able to see it in your mind's eye. Also, if you notice very carefully that the railroad, you'll hear it going around the track at different spots. You hear it going into the tunnel and coming out of the tunnel. So, in summary, basically, as I said, this is a garden for all ages and abilities, and we urge you to come visit.
That is so great, and as you said, it's visual, and also you can hear it. The sound is just a great sound. I like the different effects. It must have taken you quite some time to do this. How long did it take you to do this?
Well, the railroad itself. First of all, let me talk about the sound. As with everything else with this railroad, we try to make special attention to make it effective, authentic.
Okay. Great.
So this is much more than your toy train of yesteryear of your grandparents or whatever.
Right.
This is a digital sound system. So it's an actual recording of, actually in this case, 2 steam engines.
No kidding.
If you close your eyes, you'll actually hear the sound of 2 steam engines because that's what was recorded.
Wow, that's awesome.
How long did it take to build? Well, basically, I designed it over a period of months, and then we prepared it with a specific year-round structural infrastructure, if you will, or a support system underground. And then basically 7 of us built it in a day.
Wow, that's great.
About 80 feet of track in a day. It was a blistering day. I think it was September 2 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
And but in 6 hours,
wow,
we were able to lay the track.
Wow.
From there, then we built up what I sculpted.
Okay.
The landscaping, the waterscaping, so forth and so on. And then the mine, so forth, behind us was made with kitty litter and cement.
Oh, that's great.
And it's a work in progress. We always coming up with new ideas for the next season.
Oh, this is actually great, Chuck. I mean, when I came up here before, I took a few pictures. Maybe we talked about it quite some time ago, and I said, I want to get up there. I want to get up there and see what he's talking about. And I was very impressed with the tracks and how you have the trees and flowers and everything, and you're going under there. I was very, very impressed with that. I was like, wow, this guy's a genius.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it, and as a matter of fact, I have conferred with Disney over the years because I've done other layouts. I've built a layout, a 12 by 12 layout once upon a time, all out of styrofoam, for a holiday display. As you may recall, Winter Wonderland was in the old G. Fox building in Hartford.
Oh, well, I remember G. Fox, yes.
and on the 5th floor of the holiday season, we had Winter Wonderland, and the 5th floor was trains. And they asked me to do a 12 by 12 layout.
Wow, that's great.
So I did it all out of styrofoam. I had 40 live trees with diapers. Each one had a diaper on it. 40 live trees. Yes. I had real waterfalls, real mulch.
Oh my God, great.
At night I would carve it, all the details. I would have a kid at kid level or wheelchair level.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I'd have a gorge, and the train would come out of the bushes, I mean, over a trestle and going.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And we had digital birds and crickets.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. And I asked Disney at that time, I said, I want aromas.
Ah, yeah.
I want to smell like a pine forest.
Oh, my God, really? Oh,
so they said, you're a weird one. No, they said, man, you fit with us. You're one of us.
Great.
So they turned me on to a aroma guy in Vermont who customizes essential oils.
Okay, okay.
And now they told me in Disney, for example, they use aroma cannons for large volumes of space.
Like cannons as blowing up, or
well, no, with atomizers basically to atomize a large space or a room with a certain aroma.
Oh, that's great.
In this case, it was a small one, so I've learned about atomizers, small space atomizers, essential oils, and but it's been fun. But
that's great. That sounds exciting. Now, did you take any pictures or videos or anything of that?
Oh yeah, I try to document everything I've done over the years.
Oh wow, that's great.
I have videos of the design and development of the Winter Wonderland layout.
Wow, great, great.
I also did an outdoor layout for Agway to display landscaping, waterscaping in Manchester here.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And you also have the train on YouTube, right? Yeah, you have it on YouTube, right?
That's right.
Oh.
3 weeks ago, I put a camera on the railroad here and got a bird's eye, well, I don't know, an actual chipmunk view of the railroad, and YouTube put in Wickham Park Railroad, and you should see my clip.
Wow, that's great. Now, at Wickham Park here, they have the trains, and the park itself was, this whole area, I noticed that some people that volunteered their time and money and the stone ground here. Can you tell us about that, or are you familiar with what's that? Or?
Yeah, basically, Wickham Park, historically, by the way, goes back to about the turn of the last century. And the founders or the owners, original the Wickhams, made their money through the window envelope. They invented that. That's how they got the money.
Oh, wow.
Yes, in this sensory garden, you can buy a brick to memorialize a loved one.
Oh wow, great.
You know, when my folks passed away, our family, we were sailors.
Oh wow, great.
Years ago, and when my father died unexpectedly in 2006,
sorry to hear that.
I bought a 5-foot statue for Mom to see in our backyard. So it was at wheelchair height.
Okay,
I planted it in the backyard so that at wheelchair height she could see the statue of a sailboat.
She must be very proud of you.
And so when we sold the house last April, the statue is right here by the office.
No,
I moved it over here.
Really?
We're going to put a plaque there.
Nice.
It's right by the office. But you know, these are all ways of memorializing loved ones.
Yes.
The legacy and the energy goes on.
Yes.
I am delighted to share the family railroad with other people.
Yes.
And I think that Mom's spirit certainly is smiling down.
Well, absolutely. She touched me because I'm here, you know, and I really love it. And I think the people that in Manchester and other places should really, you know, take advantage of this, because this is really a very nice a nice day, a nice train. Look out, they got the flowers, they have animals, they have all kinds of things here at Wickham Park. But you did a fantastic job here, Chuck. I'm very impressed with the sound. And, you know, when I came up here the other day, I just saw the tracks and I was like, God, this guy's a genius. And now with the sound effects, it's just over, you know, it's overwhelming. It's just really, really, really nice.
I want to also mention the significance of actually our sound tower. I just pushed here. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But here, we wanted to have the railroad, again, effective and stimulating even when the trains are not running. So we discussed and we designed and developed a sound tower, which is basically, I don't know if you can hear from the train, the jets and everything overhead. But this is basically clear the mind, fire in the hole. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a out of the mine here. There's fire in the hole, boom, boom. And obviously it's an interactive vehicle here for visitors to enjoy and get some interaction. Let me explain again, give you an overview of the sensory garden. The sensory garden is designed with the basic senses in mind, obviously. We have taste garden, we have a smell, we have visual, we have different modules, if you will, and pergolas based upon the senses that it's featuring. So the railroad, the significance of the railroad here is sort of in the middle to try to tie together more than one of the senses, because the railroad actually it influences more than one sense.
Wow, that's great.
Anyway.
Well, that's great, Chuck. I mean, the senses and the fire in the hole. I'll get a little bit of that. We'll get a little bit of that on the tape there. And I like the ship you said is over here at the office, so maybe we can take a nice photo shoot of that for Mom. And well, I just wanted to say, you know, thank you for having us here. And we look forward to seeing more on the train. But again, now for the YouTube, they have to, how do they get on that?
Go to on your computer on the internet, go to youtube.com and put in Wickham Park Railroad or Wickham Park. I think I put it on a Garden Railroad or Railroad, but it should be about a 3-minute clip of the train.
Wow, that's great. Well, Chuck, I got to tell you, thank you very much for helping us out, and we loved every minute of it, and we'll see you soon, and go to YouTube. I got to tell you, it's an experience of a lifetime.
Take care.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was great. That was Chuck Oakes with this beautiful train, and I got to tell you, what a great, great guy, wasn't he? And you know, this is what's up in CT. So, you know, you go and you see what's up in CT. There's so many good things going on in Connecticut, and that's where I come in. I'm going to show you quite a few places. So, hang in there, and you know, turn around and just say, "What's up, CT?" I'm Charles Dukes Jr. from C. Dukes Entertainment. We thank you, Chuck Oakes, and keep up the good work. God bless.
Welcome to my party. Glad you can make it. I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool. Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.